Below France, you will find the tiny country of Monaco. It only has a land area of 1.98 square kilometers, slightly larger than Vatican City, which has only 0.44 square kilometers. This means that Monaco is the second smallest country in the world. Though Monaco may seem small, it doesn't fall short in its wealth, as it is one of the richest nations in all of Europe, with a GDP per capita of $173,688.20. Monaco is considered a playground for the wealthy, despite being the second smallest country. Tourists also recognize this European country for its beautiful beaches. Visitors have always been attracted by this little sovereign state on the French Riviera. It is a playground for billionaires and a tax shelter for the extremely wealthy. Monaco is famous for Grace Kelly and the Formula One event. However, it's also a location with lovely palaces, intriguing museums, and exotic gardens. Monaco's reputation as a tax haven is one of the key factors contributing to its prosperity. The principality stopped levying income taxes in 1869, making it a desirable location for the very wealthy. Monaco's tax structure is intended to promote capital formation and revenue production without imposing high rates of taxation. According to a research by real estate consultants Knight Frank, the principality, which has a population of around 38,000 and is located near Nice, France, and a few kilometers from the Italian border, has just under 7 in 10 millionaires, with at least 199 of them having assets worth at least $30 million. Because of Monaco's opulence, its citizens seem to live like princes and princesses. It is said that when it comes to salaries for employees in Monaco, the gross average salary for full-time workers ranges from €2,457, which is $2,682, to €7,872, $8,594 per month, depending on their diligence. Isn't that huge? They probably live in penthouses. Speaking of penthouses, that's what we're talking about now. Did you know that Monaco has some of the most expensive and beautiful penthouse views? Come with me, and let's go check this out. The Odean Tower. The Odean Tower has a little bit more for those who already have it all. The penthouse is sprawled across 5 double-height stories and has its own gym, sauna, cinema, library, whiskey bar, and billiard room, in addition to a master bedroom the size of 2.5 tennis courts. It features shelves made of ebony and tables covered with stingray skin, rooftop hot tubs with bubbling waterfalls close to green walls. Your guests will mount a grand marble staircase to your very own nightclub, replete with a backlit marble dance floor, after supper in one of the 6 distinct salons, cooked by workers in one of the 4 kitchens. From there, guests can slide 2 stories into an open-air infinity pool by launching themselves down a curved slide. And how much does this soaring fun palace cost? This is skyrocketing in price of $400 million. This is for the serious oligarchs, the wealthiest of the wealthiest, explains Edward de Mallet Morgan of estate agent Knight Frank, whose job it is to find a buyer among the UHNWI's ultra-high net worth individuals in his address list. In order to close a real estate deal, it is his responsibility to make friends with the world's richest people and take on the role of their luxury lifestyle therapist, offering advice on everything from super yachts to private aircraft, and he has become accustomed to their lofty standards. This is a millionaire's house, the wife of one client recently sniffed at a location near the seaside. I want to see the billionaires. They come in swarms, says de Mallet Morgan. Where there are yachts, there are usually transactions going on and deals to be done. The principality has traditionally served as a shelter for people looking to conceal their wealth, but the Odeon Tower is a brand new phenomenon that emerged as a result of mounting pressure on the 2 SQKM microstate. Following the steroidal boom of luxury apartment buildings in the 1970s and early 1980s, there has been a tacit ban against building tall for 30 years. The ban sparked an ambitious plan to expand into the sea, but Prince Albert blocked it in 2008 when the financial crisis struck, though a scaled-down version of the plan has since returned. A peninsula in the style of Dubai was proposed, adding an additional 15 hectares to accommodate the growing flood of flight capital. Going tall was the only alternative choice, therefore. The end result is the Odeon Tower, a structure that would only be dreamed of by Bond villains. the hefty girth of its two crescent-shaped wings, covered with bright blue glass, climb up to sharply pointed blades, and the top has a serrated crown that gives it a menacing appearance. The tip, which is almost a parody of Tracy Island from the Thunderbirds, was initially designed to unfold to reveal a helipad like the petals of a crocus. Prince Albert, however, deemed it to be too dangerous because he was well aware of the bad publicity a helicopter accident atop this shrine to Mammon would bring. How the project came to be remains a secret in this peculiar consensual dictatorship where development deals are made behind closed doors. The $400 million project's family-owned contractor, Daniele Marzocco, claims, "We had never intended to build a tower." In 2003, we proposed a villa for the site, then the ambition got bigger. One of the biggest builders in Monaco, Marzocco has built everything from rusticated stone castles to pink palazzos covered in wedding cake moldings. The Odean is its first foray into contemporary architecture, and it was designed by flash mogul modern purveyor Alexandre Giraldi. According to Giraldi, the tower is curved to make it more sensual and shapy. He continues, "It is blue to connect with the sea and sky. A large vertical swoosh gives it the appearance of being crammed into a bikini, and an LED-embedded exterior will make it even garisher at night. It is easy to see why irate neighbors have already given it the moniker Odious Tower. So who will actually reside here? 26 of the 250 apartments have already been sold, mostly to Europeans. However, buyers of the top duplexes and penthouse are likely to be Russian or come from Kazakhstan or Azerbaijan, two countries with abundant natural resources. At least half of our clients are moving to the state for security reasons, claims Marzocco, whose own father was abducted by the mafia in Italy in the 1980s, forcing the entire family to move to Monaco. No street is unobserved by surveillance, and there are more police officers here than in any other nation. However, you can be confident that they won't be looking into the source of all your wealth. The Odeon Tower stands tall and proud, a beacon of grandeur and modernity, as the sun sets over the horizon, casting a golden glow across the azure waters. The city below comes to life with the pulsating pulse of Monaco's nightlife, as its sleek glass exterior reflects the sun's final rays of light. A masterwork of architecture, the Odeon Tower rises majestically into the sky, forcing its presence on the surrounding landscape. Its glittering exterior seems to be telling tales of richness and opulence, capturing the spirit of this illustrious principality. Residents have the opportunity to enjoy stunning views from its penthouses, where the Mediterranean Sea's glistening surface meets the city's glittering lights. The tower offers a retreat for people looking for the pinnacle of sophisticated living and embodies a lifestyle of elegance and sophistication. The Odeon Tower transforms into a glistening jewel as the night goes on, embellished with the twinkling of 1,000 stars and the glow of its people life. People are drawn to Monaco's luxury by the spirit of this technological marvel, which reverberates across the city's streets. The Odeon Tower serves as a tribute to the hopes and aspirations of its residents, as well as a symbol of brilliant architecture. It holds out the possibility of a life of unrestricted luxury and harmonious fusion of beauty and modernity. We now bid adieu to the Odeon Tower, a beacon of appeal, a monument to luxury, and an expression of the essence of Monaco, as the lights flicker on, throwing an ethereal atmosphere upon the tower. May its tale go on to enthrall hearts and minds for countless years.